Hello again, everyone. I hope you're all really good. Today I'm going to be doing a reset the house to the best I can with what very little time I've got with a poorly child. So bear with me. Things have got a little bit hectic, but what I will add is that I'm really sorry that I haven't got round to being very responsive in the comments down below. It's just because this weekend's been crazy. But yeah, I'm going to take some time out and sit down and go through as many as possible this evening. So that's going to be really nice. I hope you're all really good. I feel a little bit like a bag of like sweet corn in the back of your freezer that's got like 5 left in it, and they're just sitting there, and every time the freezer opens they're looking at you going, when's it going to end? When's it going to end? That's how I'm feeling right now, because every weekend for me is like a mission, because I try to put in quality time with the kids and also get everything ready for all the kids to go back to school for the Monday. So it's a case of washing all the colours, washing all the whites, washing so much, it's unbelievable, because there's 4 of them that have school uniforms and PE kits, and then all their packed lunch boxes and all that jazz. As we all know, it's a nightmare. And then it comes to the ironing, which I hate. Like, if I can avoid ironing, I flipping well will. Like, I won't iron anything unless it has to be ironed. That's the godsend about hanging a lot of stuff up on hangers when they're drying. Yes, I definitely need to get a dryer though, because a lot of you have told me that having a tumble dryer is like amazing for things coming out not creased. So I've definitely got to give that a go. Which reminds me, actually, I've come up with a plan for my washing area, because you know that my washing area is diabolical, and for the last I'd say last 4 days I've been thinking about a plan, and in my head it's fantastic. Whether it comes out fantastic or not, I don't know, but I'm on it. I also found another bag in my wardrobe, and a lot of stuff in here I was like, I wondered where this went. Look, my dowsing rods, some little ghost hunts and whatnot. I also found the little string thing that goes to my glasses, so I stopped losing them. And I thought, yep, put them on. Irritate the life out of me, though, they do. Irritate the absolute life out of me. And what do? I just chuck all the stuff I'm keeping back in the bag, rather than where it's supposed to go, and put it back in my cupboard. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I am taking little bits out of the day. So I've got 6 hours while the kids are in school. My eldest is off. Jensen is on the sofa. And in between, like him having little naps or feeling okay to watch a bit of Mr. Bean or something, I am doing the little bits that needed to be done that I haven't been able to do. And yeah, so the 6 hours, I did about an hour's work in total. Yeah. But I wanted to say, this spray, right, it smells beautiful. It really does. But for some reason, this particular bottle, which I've not had long, when you spray it, it starts to smell like vomit. Like, just after a short period, and you're like, what the hell is that? I don't know why, because I've not long had it, and I really regretted it. But the amount of toothpaste that accumulates around here, and especially when one of your children are ill, you just want to get that area clean, because I don't want everybody falling ill. And yeah, I'm cleaning the hand soap as well, because the height of my little ones, the toothpaste splatters on this, let me tell you. They stand there with their arms over the sink and they're splurting away, gets everywhere. I'm currently cooking dinner, so if you can hear me with like bubbling in the background, then yeah, that's me cooking dinner. I sound like such a miserable twerp in this video, but believe me, I'm not miserable. I am quite happy. It's just I've had barely any sleep. When you keep getting up in the middle of the night, when you're actually still like, your body and your mind and everything's still asleep, but you have to rapidly get into action. Yeah, I've had that like near enough every hour. There was cars on the stairs, which I remember seeing last night and being like, geez, I need to pick those off the stairs. Don't know who put them there. And I never did, so picking those up now. Sorting out as much of the washing as I can. And it's meant to be a really nice day today, so I was like, yeah, I'll make sure I get some of this out. Hell yeah, make the most of that fine weather. It didn't last long. So my feet start to get really cold. I get it on and off. If I leave it too long, then I start to lose sensation in my feet, so I quickly change over into these really thick knitted socks. Jensen, God love him, is on the sofa here. He is poorly. So in my last decluttering video, he was on the trampoline and he pulled a muscle in his back. And the next morning I was like, let's have a look at your back, and it had swollen, and then all of a sudden he started to burn up, and he's got a temperature, and I know where the bugs come from. It's the exact same symptoms. It doesn't last too long, fingers crossed, and it's come from a relative because they had it as well. So fingers crossed, all will be well. But he slept in the front room with me last night, and we had a bit of a rough one. But what it means is, if he sleeps in the front room with me, then Elliot has to as well, because Elliot is scared to sleep in a room on his own. So yeah, I had that. And yeah, I've just been spending the day literally like, here's some juice. I've got my hot water bottles. I use those for my knees and my ankles when I can't sleep at night, because they do hurt. And I'm just going over little bits, and yeah, trying to catch up and trying to keep on top of, because you know what it's like. If you don't keep on top of it, even when you're absolutely tired as anything, and you know you should spend that day resting, it's just going to get worse. So I just tried to do little bits. And like I said, I think I did about an hour's work in 6 hours. I did keep stopping to watch a little bit of The Handmaid's Tale as well. I also had a snuggle time with Jensen in his bedroom, which was really, really nice. We pulled the curtains and we just laid there. It was just the clock ticking, and it was just a really nice moment. You know, you've got to grab those moments, because they'll soon be like my eldest, who doesn't come out of his room, and it's a man cave and it stinks, and you're just like, for the love of God is all I can say. Yeah, bless his heart. But I'm trying to get through the essentials only, because I don't have a lot of time on my hands. Even though the kids are at school, it's just like, well, you know what it's like if you've got kids, and certainly if you've got one that's not well, you can only do what you can do, and we shouldn't feel like pressured to do too much. But one thing I have got to do is get some plants out in the garden, because if I don't plant them, they're gonna die. So I've got to do it, otherwise it's complete waste. And they're lavenders, and I absolutely adore lavenders. But I'm running completely on coffee today, like a super amount of coffee. The amount of coffee that gives me that horrible nervous bowel rush. You know when you've had too much coffee and you get that strange sensation go down the back of your bowel, and you're like, oh, is it safe? I don't know if I'm safe anymore. You know, you have to keep testing the water just to see before you leave the house. It's kind of like that. I shouldn't drink too much coffee, it upsets my tummy. But anyway, here we go. Planting these out while Jensen's having a little nap. My eldest, I think, was on his VR at the time. And I thought, I'm going to come out before the rain starts, because I could see it was coming. And funny enough, as soon as I planted these, I think I've got 5 here. As soon as I planted them, misty rain came from the downs and just literally blew straight over. And I was like, oh, saved me getting the hose out. Yeah, otherwise I'd have to get the hose out and like soak them in, but it was quite a good amount of rain, so it saved me another job. My goodness me, I've missed going in the garden so much. Like, this has brought back memories of last year when I was out in the garden all the time, planting and whatnot. Cannot wait to do it again. All those little balls you can see down there, those little brown balls, are Love in the Mist, and I collected them last year, put them in a basket, had them in the shed, and we just scattered them. Well, Jensen scattered them for me on Saturday morning when it was really, really nice. And fingers crossed they're gonna produce some more, because I believe if you just scatter them all, like, the seeds come out and then they just regrow. So I'm looking forward to that, fingers crossed. I'm just tidying up the worktops at the moment because it's got a little bit out of hand, and you know when there's just no room in this kitchen, and if I don't do it, there's gonna be no room for me to actually produce dinner tonight. Can you imagine? Hungry boys. I'm going in my fridge if it sounds a little bit strange. But yeah, I'm doing burger and fries tonight, and I'm doing meatball bolognese for my eldest because he won't eat burger and fries. Can I just say, we have reached over 6,000 subscribers. I am super, super thankful. Like, I honestly didn't even think it would happen. Like, I remember my goal was to like get to 4,000 by the end of March, and I'm like, it's just honestly, it baffles me. I don't know how you put up with it. And like I said, I do sound like a whinge wop today. I think I've said that. I don't know, but I do sound like a whinge wop, but I'm not. I'm just knackered. Yes. You know when you sit there and you think, I've got so much I have to do, like you have to do it. Like you have to sort out their washing, or you have to cook dinner, I know I have to clean out the guinea pigs as well because they're starting to give a little smell that's starting to smell a little bit like cabbage. And I only cleaned them out not yesterday but the day before, and it was evening. So what they're doing in there, I do not know. It's like I don't know. Sometimes I think to myself, are you like hiding food in there and like peeing on it or something, because it flipping stinks. And it's only been, if it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, so it's only been like a day and a half, not even that because I did it in the evening. Stinky little oinkers. So I'm just giving it a good hoover up around, and yeah, then it's going to be pretty much it. Although I do want to share something with you which I think is really cool. So for my son's 17th birthday, we got him a sword which is of Devil May Cry. It's his favourite game, and it's a proper sword. It's really, really nice. Obviously it's blunt, but yeah, there's a bit yellow above because to put the sword on the wall we had to take like a shelf post down, and yeah, I'm going to have to repaint that, and I've only just painted that room. We've got stones still on the kitchen sink because Alex has been collecting and washing them. Worktops are clean but not tidy. Washing, pouring out my bloody ears, and I don't think I'm ever going to get through it, but I can't wait to rechange this area. And yeah, nothing's perfect, but the essentials are done. It means I can spend more time with Jensen. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all again very, very soon, and take care.